isn't meant for you. All right, Taurus, let's get into your reading. All right, the energy coming through today is this. A desire is burning for you right now, and it is consuming this person completely from the inside. They cannot stop thinking about you. That thought lives with them from morning until late at night. This is not a passing attraction. It has taken root deep inside their body and their mind. The way they want you goes beyond a surface pull. It is visceral and completely all-consuming. You have crossed their mind so many times already, and the intensity of it keeps growing stronger. They carry a fire for you, one they do not know how to put out or quiet down. Let us go ahead and dive into this because the cards are confirming every bit of this energy. What is coming through is raw and deeply physical, and the cards are not holding anything back here. This connection carries a charge that cannot be ignored, and both of you can feel it building. The pull between you is magnetic, and this person feels it far more than they want to admit. You may have sensed it already, a shift in the air whenever this person crosses your thoughts. That shift is real and undeniable, and the cards are about to show you where this desire lives. The first card we have for you is the King of Wands, and he brings intense, passionate energy. This card represents a desire that is bold, confident, and completely unapologetic in how fiercely it burns. What this person feels for you is not timid, not uncertain, and not something they can tone down. They want you with a fire that keeps them up at night, restless and unable to focus elsewhere. The King of Wands does not appear for lukewarm attraction. He arrives when desire becomes all-consuming. This person pictures you in ways they have never spoken about, private moments replayed in their mind. The physical pull they feel toward you has become almost unbearable, and this card validates that fully. Their desire is wrapped in passion and intention, not just lust, but a genuine craving for your closeness. He says they see you as a match to their fire, their equal in every possible intensity. That recognition is what makes this so powerful. They do not just want anyone, they want only you. The way this card describes their wanting is relentless, and it matches every bit of this message today. A confidence in their desire has been building quietly behind the scenes, and it is about to overflow. Now, the next card coming through is the Star, and it adds a beautiful layer to this reading. The Star speaks to a connection that goes beyond the physical, reaching into something almost spiritual here. This person does not only crave your body, they crave the feeling of being completely seen by you. The Star confirms their desire includes vulnerability, a wanting to be fully open and unguarded with you. They fantasize about intimacy that is not just physical, but emotionally naked and completely without any walls. What they long for is closeness where nothing is hidden, where every guard comes down between you both. She reveals that you are their peace and their passion at the same time, a rare combination. They think about holding you with nothing between you, No pretending and no walls left standing at all. The depth of their attraction reaches far, into a place that most people never come close to together. She says they see you as sacred, not just desirable, but truly worthy of their deepest devotion. That is why the wanting is so intense, because it comes from a place far deeper than surface. Then we have the Nine of Cups, and this card confirms what this person has been wishing for. The Nine of Cups is the wish card, and it tells me you are their most private desire. They have been imagining a moment with you, building it in their mind with vivid, precise detail. This card says their desire is not impulsive. It has been growing steadily for a very long time. The Nine of Cups confirms they dream about satisfying you, about being the one who fulfills your needs. Their wish is not selfish. It includes your pleasure, your comfort, and your experience just as much. They picture a moment where everything aligns perfectly, where this connection finally becomes a physical reality. This is what they want most in the world, and nothing else has come even close to it. Every private thought they carry about you is drenched in longing, desire, and deep emotional wanting now. The cards are all confirming the same thing here. This person is consumed by thoughts of being near. You are not just on their mind occasionally. You are permanently woven into their every waking thought now. So let us talk about your side of this because a lot is happening within your energy. You already know something is pulling toward you, and your body has been responding to it quietly. There have been moments of unexplained warmth, a charge that came from nowhere and lingered inside. Your skin remembered something your mind tried to forget, and that tension has been sitting with you. The energy in this connection is not imagined. Your body already confirmed it a long time ago. The desire you feel is not one-sided, and deep down, you already know that to be true. You held yourself back from acknowledging what your body has been telling you, and that took real effort. Something about this desire feels different from anything you experienced before, and you cannot shake that knowing. A reason keeps pulling you back to this thought, and it is not just curiosity driving it anymore. The first card on your side is the Seven of Cups reversed, and it speaks to your clarity. This card says the confusion is over. You are no longer questioning what you feel or why. For a long time, you went back and forth, wondering if this attraction was real or just fantasy. That phase has ended, and the Seven of Cups reversed confirms you see this situation clearly today. You stopped lying to yourself about how deep this pull goes, and that honesty shifted something within. The fog around your own desire has lifted, and what remains is a knowing you cannot talk away. You are fully aware of what you want, and the only question left is whether you allow it. This card confirms you are grounded in your feelings, no longer floating between maybes or second thoughts. Your eyes are wide open and your heart is steady, and that combination makes you deeply magnetic. The next card coming through is the Empress, and she brings sensual energy directly into your side. She speaks to a power you carry in your body, a feminine energy that draws people in naturally. You radiate something that cannot be faked, a warmth and a presence that lingers after you leave. The Empress confirms you are in a season of heightened attraction where your energy is impossible to miss. Your body has been waking up to its own desires, and that awakening shifts how you carry yourself. A confidence in your sensuality has been growing quietly, and it shows in everything you do right now. You are not just desired by others, you are magnetic, and that magnetism pulls this energy ever closer. The way you move through the world right now is captivating, even if you cannot fully see it. Your presence carries weight, and the Empress confirms that weight is felt by everyone who encounters you. She says your body already knows what it wants, even if your mind has not caught up fully. The desire you carry is not shameful, it is natural, deeply powerful, and completely yours to honor. The Empress validates every sensation you felt, every pull, and every restless night that kept you awake. Your own desire has become something you no longer run from, but lean into with open arms today. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is alive, sensual, and unapologetically open to wanting. Following that, we see the Knight of Cups reversed, and it speaks to something you have guarded. This card reveals you have been protecting your vulnerability, building walls around intimacy for a long while. You wanted to open up fully, but a past experience taught you to be careful with yourself. That guard made sense when you built it, but the Knight of Cups reversed says it loosens now. You are starting to feel safe enough to want again, safe enough to imagine what closeness could feel. The wall around your intimate self is not crumbling. It is being lowered gently by your own choice. This card confirms you are healing the part of yourself, the part that was afraid to desire. You once shut down that side to survive, and now it is slowly and beautifully waking back up. The permission to want has always been yours, and the cards say you are finally giving it freely. You deserve to feel wanted and to want in return without guilt or shame or any second guessing. Your body is not lying to you. Your heart is not deceiving you, and the cards confirm it. Every sensation you pushed aside is rising back up, and this time you are fully ready for it. You gave yourself permission to feel without apology, and that decision is one of the bravest yet. The vulnerability you once feared is becoming your strength, and that shift is undeniable in this reading. You are not the same guarded person you were before, and the cards honor every step of growth. Okay, let us get into what is happening on their side because their inner world is on fire. This person is consumed by what they feel for you, and it has taken over their mind completely. They wake up with you on their thoughts, they fall asleep the same way, and nothing changes between. The desire they carry is not something they chose. It claimed them, and it will not leave. They tried to distract themselves from this feeling, and every single attempt collapsed before it could work. Their body responds to the thought of you in ways that catch them off guard constantly now. This is not a light crush on the surface. It is a deep, primal pull they cannot escape. They are frustrated with themselves for wanting you this much because it makes them feel out of control. The first card on their side is the Devil, and it speaks to the grip you hold. The Devil represents an obsession beyond rational thought, something raw and deeply consuming inside their body. This person is addicted to the idea of you, and that addiction runs through them like electricity. They cannot think straight when your name enters their mind, and it enters their mind all the time. This card confirms what they feel is not casual. It has them chained to a desire without relief. Their thoughts about you are vivid and constant, playing on a loop they simply cannot shut off. Reasoning their way out of wanting you was attempted, and their body overruled every single argument. The Devil shows a person who surrendered to their craving, even if they have not admitted it aloud. This card confirms the pull is almost animalistic, something primal living in their bones and their blood. They feel you even when you are not around, a phantom closeness that haunts them throughout each day. The intensity scares them sometimes because they have never wanted anyone quite like this in their life. Every quiet moment becomes a doorway to thoughts of you, and they walk through it every single time. Their desire has become their secret obsession, the thought they protect from everyone else around them daily. The next card coming through is the Five of Swords reversed, and it reveals a battle they lost. This card speaks to a fight they had with themselves, a war that ended in complete surrender. They tried to convince themselves that wanting you was wrong, that it was too risky or too much. Every wall they built against this feeling collapsed, and the Five of Swords reversed confirms that defeat. They are no longer resisting what they feel, because fighting costs them more energy than surrendering ever did. The guilt they carried around this desire is dissolving, replaced now by raw and unfiltered acceptance inside. They once judged themselves harshly for the depth of their wanting, and that judgment has finally quieted. The Five of Swords reversed confirms a turning point, the moment they stopped running from their hunger. They laid down every defense and allowed the fullness of what they feel to exist without shame. This card says the internal war is officially over, and desire won every single round without exception. Their surrender is not weakness, but honesty, and that honesty freed something powerful inside of them completely. What lives in them now is a wanting so pure, it no longer carries any guilt alongside it. Then we have the Queen of Wands, and she reveals the version of you they built inside. She shows that this person placed you on a throne inside their imagination, worshiping from a distance. They see you as confident and sensual and powerful, a magnetic force they cannot look away from. In their mind, you hold all the energy. You are the one who commands their full attention. The Queen of Wands confirms they do not just desire your body, they desire your entire presence. They are captivated by the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you exist. Their attraction is layered, physical at the core, but wrapped in admiration and an almost reverent awe. This card reveals they fantasize about earning your attention, about being chosen by you above everyone else. She says you live in their mind as something untouchable, sacred, and deeply intoxicating to them always. They worship the thought of you in private, turning it over in their mind like a quiet prayer. No one else occupies the space you hold in their mind, and they guard that exclusivity fiercely. Their inner world revolves around you more than they would ever confess, and every card here confirms it. The depth of what they carry is staggering, reshaping how they see everything and everyone around them now. So, let us talk about what is actually about to happen, because this person is ready to move. The waiting is over on their end, and a shift has already taken place behind closed doors now. They are done sitting with this desire in silence. A decision to act on it has been made. The internal debate is finished, and what remains is a clear intention to close the distance here. Their next step is specific and deliberate, and they have already begun planning exactly how it unfolds. They know what they want to do, they know the timing, and hesitation has completely left their body. A move is being prepared, and it is not small or subtle, but bold and very direct. The energy around their actions shifted from passive to active, and the cards confirm that without question. The first card here is the Ace of Wands, and it represents pure initiation energy at its core. This card confirms a spark has officially been lit, a new beginning taking shape in physical form now. This person just crossed the threshold from wanting into doing, and that crossing cannot be undone at all. What was once just desire inside them has now transformed, becoming a concrete plan with real structure. They are going to make a move toward you, and the timing on that move is extremely close. This card says the action comes from a place of absolute certainty, not impulse and not desperation. No second guessing remains, no back and forth, just a locked decision waiting to be fully executed. The Ace of Wands brings fire behind every step, meaning their approach carries intensity and full confidence. They are not tiptoeing toward you, they are coming in with complete force and total clarity of purpose. Initiation has already begun on their side, even if you have not seen the physical evidence yet. Something has been set into motion, and the momentum behind it is building with incredible speed right now. This will not be a slow approach. It will arrive with the kind of urgency that surprises you. Their first move may come through a message, a call, or a physical appearance that shifts everything. Whatever form it takes, it carries the full weight of their wanting and their decision right behind it. They stopped overthinking and started acting, and that transition is exactly what this card represents for them. The fire building inside them is now being channeled, directed into purposeful and deliberate movement toward you. Then we have the Two of Wands, and this card shows exactly where their focus is aimed now. This card represents a person standing at the edge of action, looking directly at what they want most. This person has mapped out their approach, and you are the only destination on their entire horizon. The Two of Wands confirms their intention is singular, completely fixed on you without any distraction at all. They see the path clearly, and every obstacle that once stood between you has been mentally removed already. This card says they hold the world in their hands, deciding exactly how to bring this together now. A strategic energy surrounds their movement, not reckless, but calculated and deliberately aimed at you alone. They considered every angle of their approach, and they are confident it will land exactly where it needs. Stepping fully into their power is what the cards confirm, not shrinking from this move at all. Their vision of being with you has sharpened, becoming something they intend to build and not just wish. Planning is already underway, and the next contact you receive will feel purposeful and completely unmistakable. They are not testing the waters anymore. They are diving in with both hands and full commitment now. The distance between you is about to shrink rapidly, almost overnight based on what the cards are showing. Their approach carries a certainty about it, one that leaves no room for doubt or misinterpretation here. The combination of these cards creates a powerful timeline, one defined by bold and immediate forward action. What is coming is not tentative. It is a full declaration backed by real and physical movement forward. The cards leave no ambiguity here. This person is heading toward you with everything they have to offer. Their move will feel different from anything before because the energy behind it shifted completely into drive now. Hesitation has been eliminated entirely. The decision has been made, and nothing will reverse it from this point. The cards confirm the action is imminent, and when it arrives, you will feel its force immediately. You will know the moment it happens that something fundamental changed, because their energy will be undeniable. Now, let us get into the confessions they have never spoken, because this goes incredibly deep. There are things living inside this person, things they have not shared with a single soul alive. These confessions sit locked away in the deepest part of them, where no one is allowed to look. What they feel for you is not just desire, it is a full body confession they cannot release. They rehearsed telling you the truth so many times, and every rehearsal ended in silence once again. The words are fully formed and ready inside them, but the fear of exposure keeps that door shut. Their confession would change everything between you, and that knowledge is exactly why they guard it closely. What they hide is not surface level wanting, it is something that rearranges their entire sense of self. The first card here is the Moon, and it speaks to the hidden world they carry within them. The moon represents secrets kept even from the self, layers of truth buried under fear and protection. This person has been hiding the full extent of their feelings, showing only fractions of the real truth. What you have seen from them is diluted because the real intensity is far greater than they show. This card confirms they are afraid of how exposed, how vulnerable the truth would make them feel. What they hold back from you is the most honest version of themselves, raw and completely unfiltered. Their confession lives in the dark, not because it is shameful, but because it is overwhelmingly vulnerable. They dream about you in ways that blur the line between longing and worship, and it consumes them. The fantasies they carry are detailed and intimate, replaying scenes built entirely from their own craving. The moon reveals they imagined your touch so many times, it almost feels like a real memory now. They carry the sensation of closeness with you, even though it has not fully happened in the physical. Their hidden world is rich and vivid, a private universe where you exist as the center of it. This card confirms what they keep inside would stun you because the depth of it is extraordinary. The next card coming through is the Ten of Wands, and it reveals the burden of holding this. This card speaks to the weight of carrying a confession this large without ever having released it once. This person is exhausted from holding back what they feel, and that exhaustion shows in their daily life. They carry the weight of wanting you on their shoulders, and it has become almost too heavy now. The Ten of Wands confirms their secret desire, this aching want, has become a burden they cannot sustain. Holding it in costs them something each day, a piece of their peace and their ability to rest. They lose sleep over you, not just from desire, but from the pressure of never speaking it aloud. This card reveals they are reaching a breaking point where silence hurts more than honesty ever would. Their body is tired of containing what their heart needs to pour out, and that tension keeps building. The weight has become unsustainable inside them, and something within their resistance is about to give way. They want to lay this burden down at your feet, confess everything, and finally breathe without restriction. The exhaustion of secrecy has changed them, made them quieter and heavier in ways others have noticed. Then we have the Page of Cups, and this card reveals the tenderness hidden beneath all that fire. This card speaks to a confession that is not just physical, it is deeply and emotionally intimate here. This person wants to tell you they see you differently, unlike anyone they have ever seen before you. Their confession includes words like forever and only you, words they never once thought they would mean. The Page of Cups confirms they carry a romantic innocence about you, almost childlike in its pure form. Underneath all the intensity and fire, there is a genuine softness in how they think about loving you. They imagine slow, quiet moments with you, not just passion, but stillness and comfort and true belonging. She reveals they want to offer you their whole heart, not just their physical body or their time. Their hidden desire is a life with you, not just a single moment, but something stretching into forever. They confess in their silence that you are the only one, the only soul who reached this place. No one before you ever accessed this depth inside them, and that exclusivity is the confession they protect. The Page of Cups confirms their vulnerability is real and tender, waiting to be offered directly to you. They want to say those three words and truly mean them in a way they never have before. So let us bring this reading to a close because the near future is loaded with energy. What is coming toward you is not distant or uncertain. It is very close and completely real. This person is going to make their move, and when they do, it will change everything between you. The physical connection you both have been craving, the cards say it sits right on the doorstep now. You are stepping into a chapter where desire finally meets reality, and that meeting will feel electric. The first card for your near future is the Lovers, and it carries undeniable union energy with it. The Lovers confirms that deep physical and emotional connection, one that is forming between you right now. This is not just attraction reaching a peak, it is two energies finally aligning in the same space. What is coming will feel like a merging, not just of bodies, but of entire souls coming together. This card confirms the chemistry will become impossible to deny, resist, or keep at any distance anymore. The Lovers promises a moment of choice, where both of you decide to step fully into this. What arrives will not feel forced or rushed. It will feel like something always meant to be. The next card is the Four of Wands, and it confirms what comes next has a real foundation. The Four of Wands speaks to a connection moving beyond desire, beginning to build something solid together. This is not a one-time encounter. This card says the physical meeting creates a bond that stays. The Four of Wands confirms celebration, a moment where everything clicks and you both finally feel home. What approaches holds warmth and stability, not just passion, but a genuine sense of arriving together now. This card says the near future brings belonging, something neither of you has experienced quite like this. Here is my advice as this chapter opens, and I need you to take it to heart now. Do not overthink the moment when it arrives. Allow yourself to feel it without analyzing every single part. You spend